Today on the Topping Show, Supreme Court rules that Biden cannot just throw money away and forgive student loans with taxpayer dollars. So the Supreme Court preserves religious liberties. The AK guy goes up against the ATF. The Barbie movie has the corporate office versus the actors. Theo Von and Roseanne Barr versus cancel culture. Nike changing pricing and strategy. Apple hits the $3 trillion mark. Goldman Sachs wants out of the Apple partnership. Sriracha sauce is having a little bit of a shortage. Buc-ee's opens yet another one of the largest stores again. Bud Light goes back on Twitter and still gets ratioed again. And California is now approved to sell lab-grown meat. All that and much more on The Topping Show. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of Topping Show is sponsored by Topping Technologies. And we have a fun little advertisement to celebrate the holiday today.
Hi there, I'm Topping, and I'm the founder of Topping Technologies. We're an IT value-added reseller and services company, and we're American. That's why we're giving away a .50 caliber musket with every July purchase. See details in the post. To celebrate the most important document and the most important event in history, the Declaration of Independence and the 4th of July. On July 4th, 1776, the original 13 colonies wrote the Declaration of Independence and told Great Britain the most important fact in history. We are free, and we will not be ruled by Great Britain. Here is my favorite excerpt of the Declaration of Independence. Quote, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal." Unquote. Let Topping Technologies be the catalyst to revolutionizing your IT needs.
Now, going on over to the culture part of the podcast, you have Bud Light getting ratioed again by the masses on the Twitter, which is one of the most amusing places you could spend your time. Free entertainment is highly interesting. You can also follow me at Nick Topping, NICTOPPING. Now, they've been getting ratioed again and again and again as they try to overcome the backlash of the whole business blunder of them April 1st hiring a Dylan Mulvaney as their spokesperson for the brand or spokesman for the brand, and having the big boycott that's tanked their sales, take their stock by $20+ billion. So they've been starting to put out more content after 2 months of just staying in the dark like a groundhog. Just poke the head up? No. Now, it is interesting to note that their new methodology of Twitter, just putting out massive volume, multiple tweets a day, not very good quality, but certainly the quantity, which some might argue that's the whole idea of Bud Light. It's just, yeah, it's not quality, but it's quantity. Just push that product out. Now, their most interesting tweet that I've seen this past couple of days was they featured a memorable pic, which was a compilation of 4 different pictures, almost like a window. You have 4 pictures there. And it was almost as if they tried to make the perfect picture in which people could use to meme. Because immediately, as soon as they posted it, everyone just used Photoshop or just Microsoft Paint, which I am very proficient at, and they just changed out the words. Now, the 4 pictures. You have the first picture, and it's a gal, although they actually did not clarify this person's gender, so we don't know for sure. A little disclaimer for the YouTube gods. Now, this is a picture of a gal sitting down and basically asleep, getting sunburned, and the phone's on her belly. And the first caption is, work email. And of course, she continues to sleep because she's lazy and she doesn't care about her career. Now, the second picture is having the text of her sleeping, doing nothing, is family group chat. And of course, she's lazy and does not acquiesce to actually do something with her life. She just ignores her family as well. Now, the third picture of her, again, just sitting down, lazily sleeping, is a spam call, which, yeah, okay, maybe I would ignore that too. Makes sense. Now, the fourth picture, the little caption goes, beer delivery, at which point she jumps up from her chair and checks her phone because she needs that alcohol. She needs the booze. Well, there's a debatable small insignificant amount of alcohol in a Bud Light, but there is some amount. And that's what got her out of her lazy position. Now, that picture within 8 hours had 644 likes. However, the parody, which had they copied the first 3 pictures. So First picture is the same, lazy girl's laying down, ignoring her work email. Second picture is the same, lazy girl laying down, ignoring her family. Third picture is, yeah, her same, ignoring a spam email. But the fourth picture, they changed the little text description to say, new Bud Light to ratio. And that immediately, that parody tweet, the response to the Bud Light one, remember the Bud Light one within the first 8 hours got 644 likes. This one got 1,109 likes in 8 hours. Just completely ratioed, as the youth might say. That might be a cool pin or swag or button or sticker to make. But it just goes to show you they're trying to push out the massive amount of volume, but no one's believing them. Because again, they have not apologized. They haven't addressed the big elephant in the room or the big ambiguous elephant. No, something. There's a joke to be made there, a metaphor to be made there. Now, the more interesting tweets are the ones that they hide, which I'll give them credit in terms of they let a certain amount of parody stand, but the ones they hide are even more entertaining. Now, the one that keeps reoccurring, which if you watch this as a highlight, I'll probably put it in the thumbnail of the video. And again, I appreciate your patience as we try to build out the channel. I'm looking at different softwares in which we could actually put up pictures in real time as I do this in addition to my current IT job. Now, this is the famous meme where you have someone standing over a grave with a little peace sign and a smirk, implying they killed the thing, I guess. And is Alicia Heinerstyle, the gal who prominently on LinkedIn says she's the first marketing gal in the booze industry. I'm not saying she'll be the last, but she quite literally is the business blunder of the century when it comes to destroying a brand and destroying sales. And it has her face on that guy, and the gravestone says Anheuser-Busch, 18 whatever to 2023. That is hilarious. There's more than 25 of the same meme just posted again and again and again on the hidden Twitter. So it sounds like, of course, I would never recommend you take the time to do this, but if you were to actually post that meme again and again and again on the response to the Bud Light tweets, it sounds like their HR is taking a significant amount of time to manually go in and actually censor each and every one of those. Sure, it'd be a shame if thousands of people did that. That'd be awful. Just terrible. But as Bud Light continues to go for this massive volume of tweets and literally giving beer away in an attempt to celebrate July 4th, they have that rebate where if you buy a 15-pack of beer for $15, they have a $15 mail-in rebate. Now, if you believe in the boycott, there's no bloody way. Actually, wait, give him the day. Give him this day of celebration. I was say there's no damn way. Because bloody is British. British is weak. That's why we won. But I digress. Now, even if you buy that right now, it helps their sales. It sounds silly, but in terms of being a publicly traded company and a giant business, it does help them. Not only can they use, again, even if it's now profit, they can actually record the revenue. And a lot of companies, when you're looking at publicly traded companies, they brag about their revenue. That's a big benchmark for how people evaluate businesses. So even if they're not making profit, it's a huge increase to the revenue. Also, it helps with their cost of goods sold. Many businesses, some of the largest IT companies I know, will sell hundreds of millions of dollars in laptops and servers to the largest banks in the United States at no profit. Now, some might ask why. That doesn't make any sense. It's because of the components and the suppliers. Now, if you're selling 100,000 laptops and you're only using Intel processors, that's going to help you get a better discount on the other Intel processors you buy because you're buying in bulk. So even though you're not making a big amount of profit or any profit on that one order, it helps with the other orders and decrease the cost of goods sold. I haven't researched it enough. Actually, no. Bud Light bragged about, or actually they begged, don't hurt the farmers because it's your fault if you boycott it. Then the farmer will starve. It's not ours. The Bud Light CEO is falling flat on his face. It's quite entertaining. But that being said, it sounds like the farmers are not part of their ecosystem. They don't work directly for Bud Light. And if they're buying less, I can only assume, dirty pond water and hops for the Bud Light, the smaller the quantity they purchase, the higher the price per unit. So again, if you believe in this boycott, do not acquiesce to this free mail-in rebate, which again, mail-in rebates are BS to begin with because most people don't actually follow through the paperwork and you're only going to get a little gift card. So if you believe in the boycott, do not let up on the gas pedal. And if you don't know what a gas pedal is or what a third pedal is or manual transmission car, I can't help you. Just you got to go out there and do some research and have some fun in your life. If you drive 3 pedals, those cars will make you smile every inch of that mile. I'm a poet and I did not even know it. Thank you everyone for taking the time to do it today. Cannot thank you enough. I really appreciate it when you take the time to like, subscribe, and comment. Each one of those things greatly helps out the channel. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Also, don't forget to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers. Heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.